I just can't stop streaming this game. I know, it's crazy, right? Yep, it's crazy. But anyhow, a little late night stream. We're gonna play some more. Why? Because we can. She drinks it right out of the bottle. Got somebody talking about being a true Nord over there. So I'm not sure where exactly we're headed. Probably just going to go get in some adventures. Maybe collect some Jazz Bay grapes if I see them laying around. I know we need a bunch of them. I believe this is part of Winter Sun. Temple of the Ancestors. Who do we have here? Jeffrey. Master. Magnus. Xerxes. Trinamech. Generate 2% of your maximum magic per second. And who's this? 10% more effective with missile weapons. Ariel. We'll take that. What's up, Ghost? Yeah, I just can't stop streaming this game. My wife's in Hawaii with the grandbaby. So I'm all by my lonesome and I'm not tired yet, so figured I'd stream for a while and just kind of explore around. Also, I found out that when I downgraded my driver, I forgot that I didn't run through the overclock again. Now that's just one known as Big Brown Beaver. So the game wasn't overclocked. And that's why my frame rate was kind of hurting. So it should be really smooth now. We're pulling right around 50 frames a second. Uh-oh.
Meet your reckoning.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We better do something like this.
Run, you fool!
These Welwas, they're not to be trifled with. 'Cause they're like they always come in packs.
Your efforts are in vain. Destiny is on. Ha!
I know we got rhinos too.
Have you said your final goodbyes?
Got Welwas and rhinos and oh my gosh. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Give me that. And give me that. And we're out of here. That's a level 40 woolly rhino. Yeah, like I'm going to tackle that at my level. Go get the Elder Gleam Sanctuary on the map.
You will not defy fate.
dogs. I do not have my bow. Oh my gosh, that rhino's still after me.
You can do better than that.
I must have pissed that rhino off. Something fierce. Alright, rhino, we're out of here. Bucky Blood.
I've heard about Morrowind.
Oh, what about it?
Thought it was black and gross and nobody
Traveler,
wanted to live there
are you by chance in need of a companion?
Take your word on that one, my dear.
Went to go play a song I found and saw you were live. Like, nah, that's an old recording. I want a companion, alright, a lifelong one.
I want a companion, all right. A lifelong one.
In that case, you're in luck, because this dog here will never leave your side, no matter how many insults you hurl at it.
Fine. Come, dog. I will teach you to fetch things you never dreamed possible.
That's not a smart move, considering the dog's pedigree. It's no doubt the latest in a grand line of imbeciles with more urine than sense. But don't let me dissuade you. I'm sure you'll have considerable success teaching it to fetch your slippers in the morning. Of course, good luck teaching it not to soil them first.
The dog doesn't seem to want to part from your company.
Yes, it fails to grasp that I want to murder it. Funny, because that's all I ever think about. Oh, I guess it's true what they say. Tamriel would be a much better place if we could all be the kind of people the dogs think we are.
Just wanted to drop in, Nico. Had a good Christmas. I'm still at work. Just about done. Take care. See you next stream. Okay, cool.
Where did you find this dog?
I didn't find the cretin. I never wanted him to follow me. It was just bad luck.
What do you mean by bad luck?
Well, it all has to do with the price of troll fat. It's been dropping like flies ever since the book Finn's Guide to Troll Slaying got published. Since I already own a considerable stash, it's in my best interest to kill as many trolls as I can and make the items scarce.
How do you go about hunting trolls?
I usually track their footprints and follow them to their lairs. They typically aren't very happy to see me. Except this one time they were too busy cornering this mangy dog, and the army of fleas in its garrison.
The same dog as the one beside you.
That's right. Funny thing is, if I hadn't killed the trolls, this dog would probably have annoyed them to death. Which is precisely what it's doing to me now.
I've been
In
in
fact,
Skyrim my whole life.
I think the mongrel is trying to kill me by having me commit suicide.
I think I like the lake here just a little.
Some of the dialogue is really good. Since you're live and I'm currently attempting to reinstall mods, I was hoping to pick your brain. Okay, cool. Don't really know MO2 that well, so creating load order myself, I feel I'll mess up. Well, how else do you learn?
Uh-huh.
That's the best way to learn, is to screw it up. So that's what we always say around here. We say mod it till it breaks, then mod it some more. Running loot through MO2, then doing sort plugins, how you get proper load order. Well, the sort load order is the same thing as loot. It's that's actually like a, well, I would call it loot light. It's like a light version of loot.
No escape now.
It's not the full version. But it is, I mean, it is enough to sort the load order. You'll get more information from the full version of loot, though. And you'll get the best and most current version of loot from GitHub. So go to GitHub to get it. And install it. Create a folder somewhere called modding tools, or whatever you want to call it, right? But put all your stuff like SSD edit, loot, Rybash. Well, Rybash gets installed in your so forget I said Rybash, but put all of your utilities, Dynalod, TextGen, XLoadGen, Xedit. Put all those in that folder, and then you can link those from MO2 and run them from inside the virtual load order. I need that because that's going to cure disease. So if you don't understand what I'm talking about, this little, well, I don't have a mouse, but up in the upper right hand side, you can't, oh man, you can't see it. Oh, okay, fine. I need to come up here. I need to turn that on. Okay, now you can see it. Up here in this right hand side right here where it says run, you can pull this. I can't do it now because the game's running, but you can open this up and you can add other executables. One of the executables you want to add here is one for loot. So what I did was I created a, basically I have a drive called my programs drive. Let me pull that up really quick. So these are my drives. This one's called programs. And in here I put things like BethI and IPy. And I put BSA extractor, Dynalod, XLoadGen, synthesis. So things like that I put in here, and I link them from here so that I can run them from inside of the virtual load order. And that's where I do my loot. But this little button here says sort. That's loot, but it's like loot light, if that makes sense. It's a light version. It's not going to give you as much information. And there are some really good tutorials on how to use
Too late to back down now.
MO2.
You must have a death wish. So tell me, do you?
Yeah.
You even trying?
I'll try and make this.
You can do better than that. Not impressed. You even trying? Cheap shot.
This what you want? Huh?
Oh my gosh.
Can't wait to count out your coins.
Come on! I'm gonna bleed you!
You're not bleeding anybody. Where's this other guy? He's over
I'm
here.
going to put you down.
Not if I block your arrows and come and cut you in half. We got another one over here somewhere.
I'll see you burn!
Oh, there you are.
This is what I pray for.
We got a few of them. So this is OBIS.
You
which
can do
is
better than that.
Organized bandits, and yeah, they are a lot more organized, and there's a lot more of them.
It's too late to.
So, and they're
You will
they're
not
pretty
defy
tough.
fate.
But then we get to work on our restoration skill, right?
Scream, plea, or pray. None of it will matter soon.
Well, I thought I had to select loot through the drop-down tab, run it, and do a sort plugins. Oh, you can run it from that little sort button, but like I said, that's like a light version. Where is this guy?
Truly ready to die?
Ready.
I'll try and make this quick.
Oh my gosh, we got more of them.
Ready to dance.
Come on! We are routed. Fall back.
Merely a scratch.
Did we get him? I think we got him. Where did the bodies go? I don't know, but we're picking flowers. There's one. Ooh, ultimate healing. And a couple of soul gems too. Nice. We'll definitely take all of that. Just going back and looting bodies. Take the arrows too. And your septums. So this says Windhelm, Riften. I also recommend getting some separators. I use a detailed separator mod that allows me to separate things. Because your left pane really has nothing to do with the right pane. Well, sort of. The left pane is the order in which they're installed. The right pane is the order in which they're sorted. And then you can do some kind of interesting things too. Like you can go into data and you can hide files to use whatever's below them in the load order. So that's kind of a neat feature. We're not going to be able to sleep here. We're still in combat. No, we're not in combat. Okay. So we should be able to sleep here. Let's wait until morning when there's more light. I mean, we got our little Kagrenax wisp there, but I would rather go in the daytime. So how about we do about 11 hours? Yeah, on my 100% player of Skyrim Switch, right? Been going on for so long now, I like when I go finding ultimate healing potions. Yeah, the ultimate healing potions they're great. It's raining. We want to pack up our tent. Really? It's 8 o'clock in the morning and it's dark. Alright, fine. Let's hope the rain lets up. It says I'm comfortable. Should we head off this way?
Any last words?
I hear troll.
I'll make this quick.
Oh, he's so cute! He's a little troll. He's little troll parts rolling down the hill. He exploded. Yeah, what happened to my daylight? Sounds just like real life. What, that he exploded? That there's trolls in them dar hills. We got wolves now. Not for long, though. Give me your pelt, Wolfie. Yours, too. I left a couple of daggers up here in a cave off the side of the road. But we already have them, so we don't really need to stop there. No dark at 8 a.m. You hate winter? Yeah. Oh, okay. That's what you're talking about. You know, it's 11 dark 30. The sun's coming out though. Sun's peeking up over the hill right now. It's dawn. The break of dawn. This is Snap Leg. This is where I left some, oh darn it. I left Tariel's daggers here. We want to make that number 1. And we also want to check if that's got a charge. It's got a little bit of a charge. We could recharge it. Should we go and check out Snap Leg?
Out of sight, out of mind.
I'd rather be sweaty as hell than shivering. So how do you manage to keep your cape physics from clipping through your body? Build the body in Body Slide. Basically in Body Slide, you're going to need to build not only the body for your player, right? The collision body, but you're also going to have to build the collision body for NPCs, and you're going to have to build the regular body. So there might be, you know, if you want to run perma underwear like I'm doing, you would run that body. The 3BA, 3 BBB CBBE body is what I run. Give me back my arrow.
Low profile.
So now we're in sneak mode, so the wisp will go away in sneak mode. So we're going to sneak up on them. I see you. Give me a power shot. Turn red. Nice. Take the spider, and we'll take this girl. Uh-oh. Come out of sneak mode.
You're pathetic.
Not bad. For the most part, I'm the same way. But with this, I started having heat cramps and things like that, so it's just too much for me. Yeah, I mean, I've broken some bones pretty bad, so when it gets cold, I've got joints that'll get stiff. You know, what a drag it is getting old. Um, just kind of a bummer, but you know, that one does shock damage and does 17 points of damage. What are we carrying? 13 points of damage and 5 points of fire. So that's a better bow. So we'll make that number 1. And we will carry that bow.
Light steps.
Do a little more damage. Desiccated corpse. I got a lockpick on it. Picking some mushrooms. Okay, we're going to throw a save right here because I have gotten crashes right here before. So now we have a save here. Hopefully it won't give me a hassle. Didn't give me a hassle. Sorry, Nico, I'm slightly confused. I've batch built CBB body physics, but I'm not seeing the option that says collision. CVPC physics, either collisions installed. Didn't see it in body slide. Okay. Well, that means we're going to have tutorial time. So we're going to save the game right here. And hopefully YouTube doesn't drop me. Okay. But we're going to have to leave game so I can show you this. So if YouTube drops this, I will start a new stream. Okay? Just so you know. But we're going to do tutorial time here, okay? So when we look at where is... Okay, I don't know where that is. Oh, don't feel bad. I teaching people or helping people, that's something I like to do. So this is our MO2, right? And this is what I was talking about. I've got loot, Rybash, Nemesis, Creation Kit, Beth I and I, SSE Edit, TextGen, Dynalog, Synthesis. I've got all my links here. But one of the other links that I have is Body Slide. So we're gonna build Body Slide from within the virtual file structure of MO2. So you're gonna run Body Slide from here. Yeah, this is exactly what we do. Gears knows. I will jump out of stream like that, you know, if somebody needs some help. So the first thing you need to know is if you come up here to the corner, you can see where my mouse is, right? And you want to choose groups. So these are all the groups, and you can choose them all if you want. I make sure I choose unassigned down at the bottom. But the main one you want to choose here is 3BBB. That's the main one you want to choose. That would make it easier to find what you're looking for. So we're just going to unclick everything except for 3BBB. So we're unclicking all of these options except for 3BBB. Unclick, 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 unclick. Okay, and say OK. All right. So we have, I use the CBBE curvy body. So that's the second one here, the preset I want. So whatever preset you want. And then the top one here, we actually want to choose one that says 3BBB body amazing. That's the one you want to choose. Now, if you run a preview on this, it's going to be YouTube friendly. Oh, no, it's not. Oops, my bad. Which one do I want? Oh, amazing SMP object player. That's the one I want. Am I sure that's the one I want? Am I sure that's the one? Am I sure that's the one I want? Okay, cool. This is the collision. Okay. So it's CBBE 3BBB Amazing SMP Object Player. So this is the collision. And that's why it's only showing things that your clothing is going to collide with, right? The boobs, the belly, the butt, the legs, the arms, and the world below you, right? So that's the collision. And you're going to want to build that body. That's for the player. All right. And it says collision armor. It'll say 3BBB collision armor. So that's the first one you want to build. And then you're going to come back up here to the top and you're going to build, you know, A cup, B cup, C cup, or D cup, whatever kind of bounce you want your NPCs to have. I usually end up building them all, but I build the one that I want last. Don't ask me if that makes a difference. I have no idea. So I'm going to build the A cup. I'm going to come here. I'm going to build the B cup. And that's just, it's not really the size. It's how much bounce. And I'm going to build the D cup. And then the last one I'm going to build is the C cup because that's the one I actually want the game to use. Okay. So now I've built all of the collision body. Now I need to build the body that you're actually going to see in game. So for that, you can do body amazing, but what I want is I want amazing underwear. So where is that? That's body amazing. Hands, body amazing. Okay, so it's not showing up here. So I need to go back to my groups and I'm going to choose all these groups. 3BA. I think 3BA is the one I want. So we're going to say, so we've chosen 3BA now. This should show up with 3BA underwear. Where is it? Outfit, skirt, outfit, pants, gloves, no, boots. Where the heck is it? All right, if you're going to be like that, I'm going to choose them all. Choose groups, and I'm going to pick them all. Well, I'm not using BHU and P, so I'm not going to choose that one, but I am going to choose CBBE, vanilla outfits, physics. I'm going to choose all of those. Dragonfly robes. So a lot of your armors will show up here. Choose the ones that match your body type. So TBD is touched by Debella. I'm not using that. But 3BA, anything that says 3BA, I'm going to choose. Amy needs cake and unassigned. Okay, so we're going to say okay. Then we can come back up here. And then I should be able to find what I'm looking for. And I should have... That's body amazing. There's the CBBE body physics, but I want the 3BA. So you may have to scroll a ways. I have a lot of armor. These are all SMP. These are all dense armors. BDOs, Team Tal. That is not what I want. That's body amazing. Okay, there it is. CBBE, 3BBB, amazing underwear. So that's the one I'm going to do because I'm on YouTube. This one should have underwear on. Okay. Yes, she does. So this is what my undressed body will look like in game. You can make them naked if you want. So we're going to build that body. And this is where you can play with the sliders and change it to whatever you want. I find the default curvy body is pretty well proportioned. So we're going to build that. So now we have that body. Now that we have that body, we can make sure that CBBE 3BB amazing underwear is chosen here. Now we're going to batch build everything. Also make sure you're still on curvy, right? And this is amazing underwear. So the first ones that I did are going to rewound a few times, so slightly behind. No problem. The first ones that I did are going to be the collision where your cloak is going to run into that collision, right? And then once you're done with all of that, you're done. You can close it out. And then I've got it. It won't show up in my overwrite because I've already done it. It's going to go directly into my game file output, body slide output folder. So if I look in there, all of my armors and the body itself will be listed here. So this is all the tries. And that's how you get collision and the collision body to work with all your clothing and stuff. All right, there's your tutorial for the day. Lucky us, the game didn't, or the YouTube didn't decide to dump us. So we're going to go back to the game. And now that information is up here, you can rewind it, watch it, rewatch it, do whatever. Learn it. It's good stuff to know. But that's how you get, like your hair to collide with the body. You need to build that collision body so the hair knows what it's colliding with. And then it's going to run the bullet code to figure out where the hair will collide with the body so that it doesn't penetrate through it. It'll bounce off of it. It's actually very innovative what Hydrogen did with bullet code. Bullet code was originally designed for robotics to keep the robots from in packing plants and automated things like assembly lines, right? Keep the robots from running into each other. That's what bullet code was originally designed for. But they used that same code to figure out body, where the body is, the body mesh, and where the clothing mesh is, and to keep the clothing from running into the body. So pretty innovative to use that code for something that it wasn't originally designed for. It wasn't designed for a video game. It was designed for robotics. So it never ceases to amaze me what modders have done and the things that they've You know, some of it's a hack, right? But you know, when we first started modding for Oblivion, NifScope was created by end users like you and me who play the game, but who also write code. Because Bethesda gave us the creation kit, but they didn't give us a way to export meshes from modeling programs, whether it be Blender or Max or Maya, right? They didn't give us an exporter because that's proprietary. That's something that they own, right? They didn't want to give that away. So NifScope, basically what they did was they reverse engineered the net immerse file. And when we started modding for Oblivion, a lot of the things when you open NifScope and you opened up a mesh, a lot of them said unknown value because they hadn't figured out what it was yet, right? They're reverse engineering it. So there was a lot of unknown values that we had to deal with. And trying to do, I was trying to do bows. And bows have an animation that goes with them. They're different in Oblivion than they are for Skyrim. In Skyrim, the bows are rigged to a skeleton. So there is a 7-bone skeleton for the bow that all bows are rigged to. Even the bows that I've done are rigged to that. But in Oblivion, they use something called bow morphs. And bow morphs were a lot easier once Wendy figured them out. You would basically have a model of the bow at rest. Okay, bow at rest. And then you'd have a model of the bow drawn. And as long as both of them had the same number of vertices, numbered the same, you could trick NifScope into thinking it was the same model. And it would draw the morph in between the two for you. There was one value that you had to change the number of, but Wendy figured all that out, not me. Wendy figured it out. And then I used Wendy's method and created a bunch of bows for Oblivion. I think I created the most bows for Oblivion out of anybody that made bows for Oblivion because I had fun doing it. But then I got to Skyrim, and Skyrim's like, okay, well, we're going to rig them to the bone structure now. There's no more bow morph. So then I had to learn rigging. And with only 7 bones in the bone structure, you'll notice that most of the bones, or most of the bows in Skyrim, follow a basic shape. They're flat on the front, the top is bent back, and the bottom is bent back. And the reason being is there's only 7 bones. And then when they morph, they don't really bend, right? This one kind of comes up a little bit and the string comes back, but there is really no real good bend to the front. And you can notice this if you're using the vanilla longbow is a great example. Draw an arrow and then pan around the side of your character and look at it. And you'll notice that the bow looks like a dog leg. Okay? It's because they used capsule rigging. They were rigging using capsules rather than using gradient. And on my bows, I use gradient, which means it's slowly changing how much it's connected to the bone as we're going around. And that gives it a smooth bend. I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example right here. Actually, we need to get out of sneak mode. So let's get out of sneak mode. We'll give you an example right here. So if you look at this bow, you see the curve of that bow limb? That's because it was rigged using gradient rigging rather than capsule rigging. And so it gives a nice smooth bend. And when I release and you can see where the string is, right? When I release the arrow, it'll come right back.
Out of sight, out of mind.
So I don't know, just some little interesting tidbits for you. So we're sniping some of these guys. Well, I guess we can go this way. Oh, big spider, big spider, big spider.
Big mistake!
What do we have here? Shortcut? Maybe.
Silence.
Oh, bad guy. Oh, those are like the... They show up where there's magic. Those tick-like things. They're kind of gross. I'll just kick them. Breathing water. We'll take the health potion. We'll take those too.
Covert.
They have wood. I don't know. Have we been that way? I would say yes. We need to go the other way. Oh, okay. Take the hag out too. Headshot. Can we shoot you through the bars? Yes, we can. You're not taking any damage though. We'll take that and that and that and that and that. And I want your soul gems. We can disenchant that. Everything else we're leaving as is. What do we have in the way? Okay, we don't really have anything that great.
I got this.
Can we get back our arrows? No. That's a bummer. Okay. This is where we left the daggers. This is where you'll find Tariel's daggers. We left them right here. Minor Magicka, we'll take that. And 2 amber. Items. We'll equip that. Pull the lever, Crunk. Okay, so now we're back out here. Oops. We want to go up. I'm liking the wisp. And I love the music. Give me back my arrow. Give me back. Give me back my bullet. Having a Skinner flashback. And yes, I'm still drinking coffee. I will drink coffee all the way up until I go to sleep. And then as soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm out. I don't ask me how I do it. Just doesn't affect me like it used to. On the altar at the cave at Clear Spring Tarn is kept a bow that's said to have belonged to Baldur himself. Bjorlor himself. Bjorlor? I know where Clear Spring Tarn is. It's in the Rift. Okay, this is taking a minute to load. Are we locking up? All right, I'm gonna give it a minute. And if it doesn't load the area, then we're gonna have to restart it. Because right now the VRAM is pretty much locked up at 13,277. So that's not good. Swear, man, I'm just stupid. I've watched your instruction 3 times. Followed every step in Eclipse. Don't give up. Don't give up. Yep. We locked up. So that's a bummer. Not responding. All right, well, we're going to have to restart it. No capes. Edna Moles. Well, what body type are you using, Ghost? Are you using the 3BA CBBE? I mean, you can find the instructions for how to do it. Basically what I just did on Nexus on the download page for 3BB, 3BA, CBBE. I can't go there on YouTube because it's not YouTube friendly. I'll give you guys something to look at. We're watching it load. I did start it up. We're just waiting on it. You're glad I understood the reference? Yeah, well, you know, I've got kids, I got grandkids, so I got to watch lots of different shows in my lifetime. Because I was a kid once, way, way, way back. And then, yeah, kids, and then grandkids. And yeah, okay, you can drink because that's, it froze up. It didn't crash. I didn't get a crash log, but it did freeze up. And that was an area load freeze because it froze up coming out of a dungeon. So that could be anything. I just wish I could get this game to run without ever freezing up or crashing. I think that's too much to ask, really, but you know, maybe. All right, we're making progress. We have black screen before spinning logo. I kind of like that character, Edna Moles. She was funny. Well, the other thing that you may want to look at, Ghost, is the XML files, because that'll tell you how much gravity is affecting it and how heavy the material is. So if your material is set to too light of a value and gravity too high, it'll swing wildly all over the place and it'll clip through legs and stuff regardless of where the collision is because it is colliding with it. The computer knows it's colliding, but it's just moving so fast that it can't stop it from colliding through it. Still beginning clipping if CBBE is loaded after 3BA. 3BA, which requires CBBE, just realized, was under CBBE. That I don't know. I mean, I believe mine is under because CBBE is a requirement, right? For 3BA. So you need to load CBBE before 3BA. It's a requirement. Otherwise 3BA won't work. We have a big old spider here. Just keep plucking arrows in you, dodging around the corner. Chop you in half. Give me back 2 of my arrows, then we'll go this way.
May you find peace. This is where it ends for you.
Yeah, that ended for him, all right. Pull the lever, Crunk.
Is someone there?
Nope, nobody's here.
Silence.
Yeah, we did just slide tackle her. We're like, oh, she saw us. Better slide tackle. I think it may be what you were saying in terms of gravity. Hair collides perfectly fine. It's just capes. Okay, so look for. Okay, which capes are you using? Are you using cloaks and capes? Winter is coming. Which ones are? Hey, what's up, John? So what I do is I use a lot of different. I use cloaks and capes. Winter is coming. Cloaks of Skyrim, and then I am combining them all with artisan cloaks. So I use all of those together, and then I'm overwriting the XML files with the ones from Kirax. So find Cloaks and Capes SMP from Kirax and overwrite the XML files using his XML files.
No escape now.
Mercy!
Is that the best you've got?
I'll get you.
Oh, we're gonna die.
To enjoy
We're totally gonna die. We're 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 totally gonna die. We're gonna die. We're so dead. We are so dead. Float over the water. No, swim. We're so dead.
Got me.
Oh yeah, we're dead. Can I get unstuck, please? Let me get unstuck. Oh yeah, we're dead. We're dead. We're stuck. We're dead.
You don't stand a chance.
We are so
No
dead.
escape now.
We are so dead. What means Nico? Did you find the one, Gears, did you find the one from Kirax? The Cloaks and Capes SMP from Kirax?
My story will not end here.
That's the one you want.
Yeah! Yeah!
Alright, we cut her head off. That ought to work. I don't believe we survived that. But we did. Okay, we're going to do this again. Woolly rhinos are so nice. Cloaks of Skyrim, retexture, artisan. Okay. Had a feeling you were going to say that. Have no idea what that means. Okay. Yeah, make sure that that link is for the ones from Kirax. That's called, I believe it's called Cloaks of Skyrim SMP. Asher Noodle, no. Find the one. It's called. It says SMP, Cloaks and Capes from Kirax. That's the one you want. And use the XML from Kirax. We have a water sound I can hear. So it means we need to go underwater and then come back out. Okay, now we don't have the water sound. Why would you hurl insults at your dog, lady? Oh, you must be way back in the stream, John. Hit the fast forward button. Catch up with us. Because we haven't seen that lady in quite a while. Okay, I'm looking for Death Bell, Small Antlers, and River Betty. That's a poison. Okay. So we need to remember to throw a save here. Yes, that's the one, Gears. Thank you. Okay, we need to throw a save right here. Yeah, John needs to fast forward. Oh, no, that's okay. You were way back there, though, in the stream. You were way back there. It's kind of funny. I'm like, hurling insults at the dog. Like, we haven't seen that chick in a while. She was over at Darkwater Crossing. I remember in my Oblivion days, we had a Ventrilo server. Don't tell me it's going to freeze up here again. Coming out the door. It's going to freeze up. No, you don't need to rip any certain files out. Just install that after everything else. Install that last, Ghost. Now my game's giving me hassle and it won't let me leave. It's locked up again. Manual downloading? Just install it last. Basically, you want the XML files from that. To overwrite the ones from everything else. It's much better collision. Well, at least we have a save right by the door. So we can try leaving again. I don't know why it would lock up trying to leave. That's twice. I am not having very good luck today with streams or my game. Might be time to just shit can the whole thing and start over. It's cold as crap. I'm out of here. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way it's treating me now, anyway. Come across your screen like full minute after post. Sorry for any confusion. No, it's. I think there's some lag. I think I'm dropping. Well, I'm not dropping very many frames. The delay is 20 seconds. So there's a 20-second delay. Sometimes shit happens. Yep. Feces occur is the way I like to put it. And sometimes the fecal matter impacts a rotating oscillator at maximum velocity. And then you get what we call spray texturing. With a not so pleasant smell. Manure occurreth. It's probably your McDonald's. Are you working on spray texture in the toilet? Is that what you're doing? Let me turn off that. We'll see if that makes a difference. I rarely ever crash. Well, yesterday we did about 6 hours worth of stream with no crash. Today, crash after crash after crash after crash after crash. Mainly it was, I had critters in Darklight Tower that were casting spells, that were shadow casting lights, that were just killing the game. Probably because it's 2 a.m. in the morning. Well, it's only 11 p.m. where I'm at. I'm on the West Coast. And actually where my wife's at, it's only 8 p.m. And cold as shit. Yeah. Well, I got my little heater sitting next to me. It's called my computer. It does a good job. Yeah, I don't like being cold. I live in California and I want to move to Hawaii. You know, I want to be a weatherman in Hawaii. That's what I want to do. And the weather today, 85 or 75 to 85, chance of showers. Tomorrow, it's going to be 75 to 85 with a chance of showers. And 3 months from now, it's going to be 75 to 85 with a chance of showers. It's 1 a.m. in Chicago. All right, well, let's do this and get rid of the wisp. And let's see if we can actually leave here without it crashing. Okay, load it. 79859399 104 108 114 12 126 132 13246 and it froze. It's not letting me leave this dungeon. Yeah, that's a Kegranax Wisp. That's correct. Incoming nukes. Yep, and yeah, it froze up again. 13.2 gigs worth of VRAM, and it's not continuing. I pull this up, it'll tell me. Here, I'll turn this on so you can see. It's telling me that it's not responding. Again. So it doesn't want me to leave the dungeon. Now, I don't know why. Oh, our Christmas lights are still up. I'll probably leave them up till New Year's. Well, let me check this. I don't know why it's not loading everything outside. That's really weird. Okay, well, the load order was out of order. That's one thing that was wrong. So let's check Rybash. Yeah, well, my load order was out of order. I must have changed something. Uninstalled, reinstalled something, put it at the bottom of the load order. So the load order was wrong. And I want to take a look at this. I know that file is not found, but I want to look at this and I want to look at these. So all of these are green and blue. So that's all good. So was it just the load order that was out of order? Maybe. We'll try it again. Somebody play the Jeopardy music. I still have coffee. We're still good. But the pot's set to go off in 8 hours with a fresh pot, so no more coffee tonight. Yeah, you know, I saw Kegranax Wisps You're out of order. Gonna hit your pommel, your gavel. What's up? Can't handle the truth. Get back in line. Oh, the movie quotes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was messing with. I'm always messing with my load order, so yeah, it's my bad. Hopefully it'll let us just walk out of here this time. And then we know that it was Nico forgetting to sort his load order. Like a moron. It happens. Rule number 1 in full effect. People are stupid. That was me being stupid right there. So I am not immune. Order the code. I can't read the code red. Damn right I ordered the code red. As someone who has zero understanding of modding, this is unacceptable. um, I'll tell you what, I break it all the time. I am a professional at breaking this game. I am. I really am. Like if they gave out an award for breaking Skyrim, like I'd be like top on the list. But that's how I learn stuff. And like I said, this time I think it was just me not putting my load order in the correct order before I started the stream. So like rule number 1, like I said, people are stupid. It was my turn to be stupid. I forgot. My apologies. All right, John, go back to bed. Buenas noches. Pants out. Crash. Crash and burn. Oh, if I screw it up to the point where I can't fix it, I'll just start over. When is my turn to get to end, though? I don't know. Tell you what, if it tries to crash one more time when I'm leaving, then that's a sign that I should just end the stream. Because we did our load order. So this is the last gasp right here. If this crashes with me walking out of here, we're gonna call it a night and go to sleep. Right? Right?
Despite what some may have you believe, I do in fact get to the Cloud District quite often. Not so special up there, though. A tad overrated.
Let's see if we can get to the Cloud District. 10, 8, 11, 5, 12, 0, 12, 7, 13, 2, 54. And it's locked up tight. What the? Installed Trainwreck Crash Logger. Pretty new. But no, I have not. But this won't give me a crash log. It's freezing. When it freezes up, it doesn't give me a crash log. Only when it crashes. This isn't technically a crash. It's just not loading anymore. So this is where I say goodnight, folks. Because something is definitely not right with the game. And I don't know exactly what it is. So, I mean, I don't know why it's locking up. Why would it not want to load? We've got music. Yeah, pretty much. Infinite loading screen is what it's doing to me right now. If I look at this, here, I'll get up here, I'll turn this on. So you can see the second one down is memory, and that's VRAM. And it's locked at 13,317 and it's not moving. So, yeah. I don't know why it's not loading. All right, well, good night, folks. Sorry it was kind of a crappy stream. But yeah, we're not responding. So, good night, folks. And hopefully I can get it sorted out.